taken several doses of her medication. She's not in the right mindset, and the staff wants her transported to either St. Joe's or TMC.
Jeff, do we have an approximate age on here?
Approximately 40 years.
And 18-2 unit for 52 you plan in second.
Ocean 5-3, I'm rolling up to it right now.
10-14 unit for 84.
Ocean 4-2.
Copy. You put in second at the rear end collision. There is injuries reported. Still trying to get further from the desk. TSU will be responding, and to you, 5 copies of each end.
But I have to give my justice a take. I am out of chiffons. I am ripping my shirts like the Incredible Hulk, like yesterday, what I sat there and see. And I am not going to curse. I trust you. But to that bitch Bondi, I hope you get everything that comes to you. And the most disgusting display I sat there and saw is that you can turn your effing face to apologize to those young girls. No, your job, kissy ass to the orange face bucket of crap, is more important in protecting your job than sitting there defending these ladies. Good luck getting a job with OAN News, because Fox ain't gonna sit there and have your dumb bimbo ass having trips.
Oh, yes. It's on, folks. It's on today. Welcome in to 10 Men Lives, Mark's Corner. I'm Mark, and you're at the safest corner in America. Today, we got a lot of stuff to go over. Of course, it's open discussion. So there's no set rules on what you may come into the chat and discuss with me or provide any information. That's what this corner is all about, for you to come in and get it off your chest so that you don't go out there and bust some windows. That's for sure. We got a lot of stuff going on today. As you see, got some screens up there, man. New Orleans is popping. It is popping. Mardi Gras is on, y'all. And right over the feed for Mardi Gras. And by the way, shout out to EarthCam for this feed. It always comes in full circle right around this time of year for Mardi Gras. So we're blessed about that. And right over it, we got continuing coverage of the Nancy Guthrie story. Actually, the Nancy Guthrie abduction, kidnapping, if you want to say it, phrase it like that. It's like what, 12, 13 days now, and she's still not back home with her family. There's been 2 or 3 ransom notes that's been sent to Savannah Guthrie and the family since then. Other details, a couple of black gloves have been found the other day. And that reminds me, sorry about that. That reminds me of the OJ case. If it don't fit, must have quit. Because actually, what they're going to do is they're going to have the suspect try on them black gloves at the trial, see if his hand fits. I can kind of see that coming. It's a big possibility. What say you? Chime in. What do you think is going to happen? I did have a poll question up yesterday. Do you think, or how do you think this will turn out? Will Nancy Grace turn out alive or dead, or are you undecided? Let me know in the chat. I did have the poll question up yesterday or the day before, but I'm gonna put it back up either later on today, tonight for the chill party, or perhaps tomorrow. Because the chill party, we won't get into it that much, although that is current event news, and it's not really touching on politics so so far, at least. So we may bring that poll question up tonight, but feel free to come in to the chat and let me know. Do you think Nancy Grace will be found alive or dead? Will she? Will the kidnappers get the full ransom? From what I've heard, there's been a little activity in the account for the what is it called again? The Bitcoin account. The kidnappers are asking for 1 Bitcoin, and I'm not sure how much that comes to, but from what I'm hearing, it's $3 or $4 million at least. So, what say you? It's hopping in New Orleans there. I'm gonna go to that too. I got some other stuff for you coming up. Open discussion there. Look, you see the crowd in on Bourbon Street. It's going on. We're in the midst of Mardi Gras. I can turn up the volume on that a little bit so you can hear what's going on in New Orleans. That's a hell of an atmosphere, folks. That's a hell of an atmosphere. I've been there once. It's been a while, but I've been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans once. Okay, but we got some images up on the screen over the Mardi Gras stuff, and I'd like to bring to your attention. Let's start with Pam Bondi. I don't know if I got that up, but the world is watching Pam Bondi make a total disgrace of herself, and she definitely did it yesterday. She did it so bad at the hearing that even MAGA, even a lot of MAGA media personalities are chiming in on how bad she is, how bad she was, how bad she is, how unprofessional she is, and that she should resign. Those are just some of the opinions coming from the MAGA and Newsmax commentators of all people. Trump was behind her 100% and praised her for how she handled the hearing, but I guarantee you, after he gets a whiff of how MAGA is also disgusted with her and wants her out, he may be changing his tune. Folks, we've been talking about her, Pam Bondi, and also Nikki, not Nikki, what's her name? Anyway, the two ladies, they're on the chopping block possibly for Trump to like cut one or two of them loose. Nikki Haley, the puppy killer. So I'm going to bring up. Let me see. I'm going to bring up the picture. She was so stupid, and I think I got a clip of Jasmine Crockett also. But she was so stupid in her handling her notes and everything. This burn book that she brings in, loaded with insults to the left, that is questioning her or was questioning her for the entire hearing. But she did leave this out in the open for the cameras to pick up on. Yes, busted. Her and Republicans, or shall I say at least the DOJ, through her, have been eavesdropping and spying and watching the Democrats in the spiff room where they were reviewing the Epstein files. The DOJ was eavesdropping and recording what the Dems were searching in the Epstein files. I got the files myself. I glanced over some of them. I got to really take a deeper dive into it. I know a lot of stuff is in there. Trump's mentioned, a few thousand times, some say even a million times. There's other people that is mentioned in there as well. So basically, what went down yesterday was just a one man audience of Bondi trying to please the big man, Mr. Boss, Donald J. Trump, trying to let him know how well she is protecting him and blah 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 blah, selling her soul or has sold her soul. So what say you? This is it. This is a copy of one of the pictures. There's three or four pictures that have been taken. This is one of the most revealing. It does say at the top that it is Camilla Jayapal. Pamela, I'm sorry, I'm butchering her name. Pamela Jayapal. Her search history, and it's obvious that there are other Democrats that they hacked into them searching for different segments in the Epstein files. So she was busted out on that yesterday. So I just wanted to bring that up. What's your opinion on that? This is open discussion. Like I said, feel free. We do have a number too. You can still call us at 708-401-7781 if you want to leave a message, voicemail, or text, as long as it's decent enough to play it live on the air. I will play it live on the air. Let's move on. Let me see. We got rid of her, so I'm going to execute her. Get her out of here right quick. Do you know about this man at the top here? I'm going to bring him up a little bit more for you. You know who this is. Oh, and I had another question to you. Your obsession. I wanted to bring that up put that on the table. What are your obsessions? Do you have one, past or present? Did you have one in the past when you was a kid coming up? Do you have one now? Let me know what your obsession is. I had to mull over that the past couple of days on what was my obsession. I'm not even sure if I really had a specific obsession or something, or even someone that I was obsessed on. As we all do, I've had my vices in the past. I liked little sports, a little bit of this and that. Very active and everything, but I can't say of any obsession I have right now. The only obsession I may have right now, folks, is bringing you the information, covering the news, covering everything that's going on in this world, in and beyond recognition, so that we're all staying on top of things. So I guess, and doing what I can for society. As some of you may know that have been following me over the years, I've done humanitarian stuff. Food for the homeless. I fed the homeless in and around the neighborhood. Gave away school supplies at one of my events. Held a Black History event, and so on and so on and so on. But I kind of digress a bit. Who is this man? Do you know this person? Okay, well, let me give you a little briefing. He's also the recent. Nope, that's somebody else. Okay. This person is Nicholas Fuentes. Now, he's an American far-right political commentator and live streamer as well. So he hosts America First. Some of y'all may have heard of that. That's a live stream that has promoted or does promote white nationalism and supremacy. He's also into Christian nationalism. All of this is promoted on his live stream. Christian nationalism and the incel movement, misogyny, and last but not least, anti-LGBTQ views and anti-Semitism, including the Holocaust. He's a Holocaust denier. And I wanted to bring that up because he's recently, awareness of him has resurfaced recently. By the way, his supporters are known as Groyle Pierce or Groyle Pears. Mm. Anyway, he recently resurfaced because some of you that know of him know that he has mentioned the possibility of running for office, even possibly um, presidential office. He has a pretty decent size cult following on social media, so he is considered one of the future presidents if he runs. But um, with his stance on and his outlook on life and culture, I'm not sure. But he is the host of that podcast. He's very popular. But he did make a very confidential statement, con, um, not conflicting. He's made a very screwed up statement. Let me put it that way, to put it nicely. And I'm going to read it to you. This is what he said on this podcast yesterday. Woman gets sent into the gulags first. And this is about women. He's totally feminist. Let me start over again. He said during this podcast, woman gets sent to the gulags first. Obviously, which woman? All women. Every woman and girl is sent to the gulags. You know what that is, folks, right? Okay. We will determine who the good ones are after the fact. Well, what about the good ones? What about the trad ones? First of all, there are no trad ones or good ones. Second of all, we will determine which ones are acceptable after they're all in prison. That's what a gulag is, a prison. Then we will let them out. You have to do it because those are our political enemies. You want to know our number? This is unironically just true. The number one political enemy in America is woman. Straight up. I'm just telling you. I'm telling it like it is. People might say it's Jews, it's Democrats, it's white liberals, it's leftists, it's the Chinese. Our number one political enemy is woman because women constrain everything. Everything in every conversation, every man, everything. They have to be in prison. They are the ones that are hurting the fertility rate. They are the ones making us sympathetic to poor people, which are also brown people. You know, when I want you to understand something. When you're sympathetic to poor people, you're sympathetic to brown people because brown people are poor, okay? Not all people are brown, but most brown people are poor. Some women are making us sympathetic to poor people, aka brown people. Women are making us sympathetic to George Floyd. Women are the reason that their fertility rate is low because they're getting educated and they attacked every man as a rapist and a pedophile, and they're henpecking and controlling all the men. So just like Hitler imprisoned gypsies, Jews, communists, all of his political rivals, we have to do the same thing with women. And we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. We'll find the good ones. They can prove themselves. Then we'll let them go. So they might go to the gulag first. They go to the breeding gulags. The good ones will be liberated. The bad ones will toil in the mines forever. And that's what Nick Fuentes said on his podcast yesterday, folks. So what do you say? What say you? Do you agree with him? Do you oppose that? What do you say? Chime in. Feel free to let me know. Okay? And like I said before, he wants to run for president eventually. Okay, so let's move on. Who's next? Folks, I got another bombshell for you. Do you know who this guy is? Tell me. I want somebody to tell me who this guy is. Okay? Take a good look at him. Now, you know about Renee Good. You know about Alex Preddy. But do you know about this person? Mm, come on. I know somebody can step forward and tell me who this person is and what happened to him. Hmm? Okay, I'll tell you. Since nobody wants to step forward, the name of this brother is Keith Porter. Keith Porter was also murdered by ICE in the same month, during the same month. As a matter of fact, he was murdered by the hands of an ICE agent. He was an off-duty ICE agent, but nonetheless, he was an ICE agent. And he murdered Keith Porter Jr. on New Year's Eve while Keith Porter Jr. was celebrating New Year's Eve outside of his apartment. But because of the mentality of white media, white America, we don't know about that. It's all about Renee Good and it's all about Alex Petit. Not saying that I'm diminishing that in any way, but, well, what I'm going to say, I'm going to keep this short because I'm going to direct you to the article that I'm going to drop this weekend about this situation. But Mr. Porter was murdered. This is a black man now, not a white man, but he was murdered by ICE right before Renee Good, exactly 7 days before Renee Good. But you don't hear them out there in the streets jumping up and down about Mr. Keith Porter. So I got some stuff for you guys, and I'm going to drop this in my Substack this weekend, perhaps tomorrow. I'm working on closing it out tonight, and I'm going to drop this tomorrow about the reshaping of America and why Keith Porter's name is not out there on the front lines, just like Renee Good. He was murdered similar to the two white folks that you hear about. But you don't hear anything or any jumping up and down in both white America or mainstream corporate media about Keith Porter Jr. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, folks. And stay tuned, because once this drops, it's going to probably burn a lot of feathers, ruffle a lot of feathers, but the truth stings and can hurt sometimes. And people, especially white America, needs to hear this. Okay? So what say you? Do you guys know about Keith Porter Jr.? Let me know. Have you heard about him? Now, the only people that really have heard about him was the folks out on the West Coast, because that's where he resided, in L.A. So, yeah, he was mentioned in L.A. local media. But after that, his story just seems to go dead, you know. And like I said, I'm going to let the op-ed that I'm about to drop tomorrow speak for itself. It's going to be called The Reshaping of America. And I'll probably explain in it why white folks aren't, well, let me put it this way, considering black and brown people Americans by their culture, their mentality. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to let the article drop and speak for itself, because it's going to be juicy, it's going to be informative, straight to the point. I'm going to lay it out. What say you? Come on into the chat. As you see, Mardi Gras in full swing, y'all. What's on your mind? Feel free to come into the chat. Speak your piece. Let me know that you're out there. We're also following the action going on in Tucson, Arizona, concerning Nancy Guthrie. I'm watching some live feeds in her home. They put a white tent up in front of the doorway in front of her home yesterday. I guess doing some more forensic stuff. You see them in mainstream media now that the FBI is involved in everything, that they're just now getting around to certain things. And 2 gloves were found the other day too. So as soon as I saw those 2 gloves, and who knows who planted those gloves? Do you think that was the kidnapper that planted those gloves, or do you think that was somebody else just playing a prank? Nonetheless, the gloves were found not too far away from Miss Guthrie's home, about a couple of miles, I think, maybe away or so, tops. So what say you? Some people think this is a hoax. Some people think this is legit. We are monitoring the Tucson scanner too, just in case we hear some stuff here. Let you hear some of that. That's being monitored right now.
Oh, it's going to be like a 2000 Sandra.
So that we're on top of it. I don't know what to say about this case. This case, y'all. Man, I don't know. It's at first I was saying hoax. You know, even with the blood and everything, there's people in the sleuths have been analyzing this, and there's mixed opinions about this. And I'd like to know what you guys think. There's other topics of discussions that we can go over. What's your obsession, or did you have an obsession in the past, present right now? There's a lot of childhood obsessions that people like to discuss and bring up, but we're monitoring these situations. Mardi Gras is in full swing. We also got a camera on the mission.
Copy expiration and suspension.
On the mission in L.A. out there. Been a lot of fights going on out there. Tina is getting kind of raunchy too. She's jumping in people's faces, arguing with them, trying to bully them or something. But I noticed Tina only picks on people that she knows that she can get away with smacking around or whatever. But she don't mess with Ike or Peter or anybody like that. She runs from them. Anybody bigger and more in shape and stronger than her, and she runs from them when they approach her. But she approaches the weaker individuals. That's what it's about, survival for the fittest, and the strong prey on the weak and defenseless and drugged out, druggies and stuff like that out there. So we got all this going on, folks, on the corner here. It is 3:31 Chi-Town time. Hopefully you're enjoying the weather here in the city. It's approaching 50 degrees. Last time I checked, we was in the mid-40s. So by the time I'm done with this show, it might be hitting 50 by now. Let me know what you think. It is sunny out here. Let me see. We got some stuff going on in Tulsa right now. I'm gonna bring that up. There's tons of media out there. Now, if anybody else is curious about what's going on in Minnesota, ICE has not let up in Minnesota, fans. It's not let up. They switched heads, but their actions, everything that they're doing out there is still the same. It hasn't really let up. I'm getting reports of all kind of things that ICE is still violating the law, still messing with people in their cars or in their homes, and so on and so on. It just so happens that this Guthrie story has taken over the spotlight, and a lot of the media that were there covering Minnesota is now in Tucson, Arizona. Also because of the 2 killings of Renee Good and
he went to go make a phone call but came back.
Renee Good and Alex Petit, 2 white folks. A lot of the protesters have backed off a lot. They've backed off. They don't want to suffer the same fate as Good and Petite.
1451.
So what say you? There's a lot of, and that's the whole purpose of them, for us to be bullied and pressured and to staying in our homes. A couple of ICE agents and a couple of political leaders say they just stayed in their home, this wouldn't be happening, and that's part of what they want. The other thing is they want a revolutionary response to give the government the excuse to invoke the Insurrection Act, which means martial law. So what say you? What say you? Come on in. Come on in. This is, you're watching
303.
Tucson, Arizona. And we do have Mardi Gras going on in New Orleans. There you have it. I'm going to bring the sound up because it is festive. It is festive in Mardi Gras time, y'all. We're going to be doing a lot of Mardi Gras coverage for those of you that wants to check out the Mardi Gras scene. But as you see, our main camera overlooking Bourbon Street over the, I believe, the Cat's Meow, it's packed. It's already packed. It's only 3 in the afternoon and it's packed.
Sector 5 event 712 at 1433.
Check it out. What's up? What's up?
Ain't nothing but a W for them.
I'm going to bring up the scanner a bit. Did I miss anything, though? I got to check back. Seeing if there's anything I missed. I don't think so. Hold on. Nope, I didn't miss anything. Everybody that's watching, whoever's watching, hope you are a subscriber. If not, hit the subscribe button so that you can follow us anytime I go live. We'll be back live tonight, tomorrow night, with tonight's chill party and tomorrow's another Saturday Night Live, starting at 11 p.m., folks, tomorrow night.
715725 Union, same time. Speedway and Stone, just east of.
Hesworth. 04346, question 031. It looks like the reason it was entered as a level 2 is due to them not knowing if it's going to be physical or not. Per policy, that is qualified as it for level 2 now. 1435.
Zero West Prince, apartment 101. So far all we have is neighbors in a physical fight, nothing further at this time.
Copy.
1436. 2 Baker 1-6. We're going to be out with 2 at the Speedway at Albany. 616. 2 Baker 1-6, I copy you. And 3 out of them 4-3, it looks like possibly per the Google Maps, these might be individual units, just that share a building as a whole, possibly.
10-4, thank you.
1486.
Come on in, folks. Come on into the chat. I want to hear some responses. I want to hear some opinions and everything. If you guys are on point, anybody that comes into the chat and leaves a message on point or whatever, you get this, the Bell of Excellence. And if your stuff is not on point or it's off kilter, you get this. I know that woke you up. So don't get a buzz. Come correct. Come strong. That's an actual bell too. That's not a sound bite. I got an actual bell. See, I'll show you the bell. That's the bell. So ring that bell, y'all. All right. Scanner's a little quiet on the Tucson, Arizona front. But we're going to keep it on because you never know. I think I'm going to stick to my previous prediction that I have a funny feeling if this kidnapping is legit, they've had her for like we're into the 13th day now, and I have a funny feeling that Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie, is going to be found deceased. That's how I'm going to call it. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I am optimistic, but something just don't feel right with this. She was bleeding. There was little puddles of blood in the doorway. So she wasn't even in good shape when they dragged her out of there. Somehow they were able to get her in and out of there in a car and get out of there without leaving much evidence of the car and the make of the car and everything like that. Nothing is showing up on the doorbell cameras in the area, so they knew what they were doing. They're not 100% professional, but they knew enough to get in and out of that area with little or no detection. And the fact that they're not answering or providing proof that she is alive, that's not good, because usually you provide some kind of proof that your abductee is still alive. And here we are, day 13th, and they have not provided such proof at all. And only so much has been taken from the account that hosts the Bitcoin. So, what say you? That's, unfortunately, I think I'm going to call her like that. I hope she's still alive. I hope they do return her alive and everything. But she was in need of medical attention right away because of the amount of blood that was seen. I do have a picture of that. I just chose not to show it. It's not a lot of, big pools of blood, but it's like you could tell that she was bleeding pretty bad.
And show me 23 at 789 at 044?
10-4.
I could be wrong about all this, but you never know. But the way things are adding up, it doesn't look like she would be returned to life.
1441.
She needed her medication also, they did mention that. And she was bleeding, and if she was without her medication for at least 3 or 4 days, that's not good either. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards them returning her deceased or leaving her where they'll find her deceased.
1-6.
One of the two.
Three Baker 1-6.
So what I'm gonna do is
Switch over info, please.
I'm gonna bring up the camera for that's out in front of her house. Compliments, I believe, of JR Investigates. Let me see. Let me bring this up.
Six boy Adam 2-8 Paul.
Boop. There we go.
6101 East Gulf Link. 42. Southern 5 off.
We got 15 minutes, a good 15 left or so to go in the show. So I'm just going to let the sights and sounds do its thing, y'all. Come on into the chat, engage me. Those who feel like being engaged or engaging, I'm here for you. Let's go.
Tin Man Live is go.
Shout out to JLR. Shout out to OMG TV. I'm taking requests. If you want me to blow up the OMG feed more, I'll bring that up as well. There you go. That's a good shot in front of the Mission out there in LA. I'm going to let the scanner stay up too, just in case something comes through.
Clear traffic. What's your name, traffic? 4 Adam 33. Go ahead.
Charles Robert Adams, 9046. Grand Integrity.
1445.
I think I'm going to play that caller from the Stephanie Miller show again. Because she tore Pan Bonnie a new one there. I'm going to play that again. Let's roll with that again.
but I have to get my justice it takes. I am out of chiffons. I am ripping my shirts like the Incredible Hulk, like yesterday when I sat there and see. And I am not going to curse. I trust you. To that bitch Bondi, I hope you get everything that comes to you. And the most disgusting display I sat there and saw is that you can turn your effing face to apologize to those young girls. No, your job, kissy ass to the orange-faced bucket of crap is more important in protecting your job than sitting there defending these ladies. Good luck getting a job with OAN News, because Fox ain't gonna sit there and have your dumb bimbo ass having trips.
Yeah. She laid into it.
Looks like it's an airway speaker for the driver and TZ to be in route.
1447.
Everyone, can you do 766 into our call, please?
10-4.
Two of them 5G, I'll be out with one at Evergreen Cemetery.
10-4. I found Donald Hancock, who is the suspect of this case. And I just want to confirm that you copy the officer safety information.
10-4, thank you.
1449.
3 Baker 77. We're going to be out with 2 first and Almanon.
10-4. Copy, one detained at 1450.
I'm full. Can you send me a case?
Your case is 0123.
10-4. Can you 29 on primary?
Those people, they're standing on the balcony. That's on top of the cat's meow, I
Yeah,
believe.
Jason, Deb, Zebra, David, Edward, Boy.
It only packs like that for
2179.
For Mardi Gras.
10-4.
We're watching other feeds just in case there's some breaking news on whatever end there. I'm checking out Gavin Newsom addressing the leadership at the security conference.
Portion 5-1.
Can you copy us, please?
Over.
Portion 5-1, copy.
You show me outward to 6301 East Broadway.
Special shout out to Crazy Bags,
King
another
County.
live streamer.
Reference pre-adjudication will warrant that bond is 300. Descriptors are 55, 150, black over brown.
Another live streamer doing basically
Thank you.
deliver stuff like Spark and Walmart deliveries, some DoorDash, but those are his main ones: Spark, Walmart. A restaurant every
One
now
item
and
56055.
then, like a DoorDash or something, or
Martin
Uber
Albert.
Eats.
Copy. There's a dude at 1048 with a white muscle shirt. He's standing next to that dude with the shiesty. Can you take a look at that dude in the white muscle shirt?
Oh, they up on somebody. They about to roll up on someone.
He has like a
Oh, no.
dermal piercing.
He just ran inside at 1044.
Copy. And the other dude's wearing a shiesty. Looking like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, copy. He doesn't seem too worried.
One out 56, is this going to be a reference an event, or you're just talking right now?
No, reference my event. 1060.
I don't see 1060, is that?
Just leave me checked out.
Should have said that at the beginning. 4084.
This is a TPD case, so could you put that in the dispatch notes?
Marana.
That's fine.
1454. R7, did you copy?
10-4, I copy. Did you need an 84?
I copy, you're going to go to an 84?
I copy. 2 Baker 16.
2 Baker 16.
I just have code 1 to my terminal. Can you send it up with confirmation, please?
And 4, we copy the returns. Would you like an 84?
Negative. Thank you.
And 1455.
All right, folks. We're just about at the end of the show. And I'm glad everybody tuned in. Hopefully there are going to be some other people that will tune in and watch the video replays. Please hit the like, subscribe, share. We got the link for other platforms that I'm on, and if you want to Venmo or Cash App me, you can hit that link at the top of the chat window there, or just go into the home page, into the menu, the description, and scroll down, and you will also see the link to the link tree. It's got all kind of good stuff there. So without further ado, I'm going to be ending this one for now. We're usually at the hour-long point from Mark's Corner. It's usually an hour-long show. Thank you for tuning in. Here's one last final look at the jam-packed Bourbon Street in New Orleans, with the camera overlooking the Cat's Meow balcony and the other balconies across the street. Usually the camera switches around a little bit. It pans around and stuff. So I'm going to bring that up tonight. We'll post some more of these feeds up tonight, and some other stuff, some other live action going on in the streets of New Orleans, Chicago, Bakersfield, wherever we find a hot action at. We do it at the Chill Party at night. And, of course, another Saturday Night Live, both starting at 11 p.m. So we will catch you guys then. Take care. Have a good one. Good rest of your afternoon and early evening. Take care of each other. Save a pet if you can. We'll catch you in the meantime. See, there's the camera just panned over there. I mean, it's packed. This is one of the most packed scenes I've seen in a while. But like I said, Mardi Gras is in full swing. I'm going to try and bring you some more Mardi Gras coverage, like the parades and stuff, either later on tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be in full swing this weekend, tomorrow, so there should be a lot of parade coverage and feats that we can tap into. So you guys have a good one. Take care of each other. Talk to you later on tonight and or tomorrow. Peace.
I said ice out now!